What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Good morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to go over our friend Bitcoin, currently sitting at 20,225, down about 4.7 on the day. We're sitting at a market cap of 383 billion. 24-hour volume, 23.74 billion. Let's hop into the charts. We're going to start here on the 1 hour time frame. So we've come all the way down to this previous low here, which is currently coming in at about 19.9K. Now, if we lose this low, then that would confirm that we're going through a larger ABC correction. Because if this is your wave 1 and this is your wave 2 pullback, it can only retrace up to 99% of wave 1. So if it breaks that low, then we're looking at that large ABC that we've been covering here on the channel. But as you can see, we do have strong support in this area, support right here, and support right here. So we'll see if we bounce from this level or if we do come lower and complete that ABC correction. It's not until we come down and lose this low that we invalidate that wave structure. So we'll pop over to the 4 hour chart. Here's your inverse head and shoulders. It started to break the neckline, starting to invalidate the pattern. So if it fails to break back above it here, it's going to invalidate this inverse head and shoulders if we do end up coming lower, or it will just be a little bit of a fake out to the downside where we drop down a little bit lower and then we start to break out. But usually with a reversal pattern, when it starts to break out, you don't want to see it break back underneath the neckline because that can lead to confirmation that the pattern has been invalidated. So we're going to look on the daily time frame. We've started to break down from this rising wedge pattern. I wouldn't be too worried here until we start to lose this low at about 19.7K. If we lose that low and we start to backtest it as resistance, that's when we could see that continuation to the downside to possibly fill these wicks. If we look at this chart here, here's the weekly chart for Bitcoin. We've been covering the 200-week moving average, and a couple weeks ago when we started to break below it, I talked about backtesting it. I said, look guys, if we start to backtest the 200-week moving average and we fail to break above it, that could be quite negative and an early signal that we are going to come down to that 10 to about 13K price target. As of right now, what I'm looking for is to see if this low is lost significantly at about 19.9K and we begin to come lower and fill these wicks. I'd be more convinced that we're not going to see that potential bounce up to about 26 to 28K. As of right now, not too much to worry about. We're still holding above that 20K level here. Even if we dip a little bit lower, go through that ABC correction and then see your bounce, could still see that nice push here up to about 26 to 28K. We had this strong candle to the downside followed by a bullish reversal candle. So until this low is lost, we're still looking at a potential bounce to take you up to that, 26 to 28K price target for our friend BTC. But I do think it is important to keep an eye on that 200-week moving average. The fact that we've stayed below it here, and if I zoom in, if I open this up, you can see we almost wicked up to 22K. Not quite. We haven't retested it as resistance. But if we do fail to break above it, as I've mentioned before, we've never broken below the 200-week moving average and stayed below it. As you can see right here with the Corona dump, we got back above it rather quickly. We bounced off it as support in the 2018 bear market. And if I were to pull this 200-week moving average all the way back, we would have found support along the 200-week in the bear market of 2015 as well. So this is the first time that we've broken below the 200-week. And if we fail to get back above it, we continue to stay below it, hit it as resistance. That could be more confirmation that you are going to come down to that 10 to 13K price target without possibly seeing the bounce. I have mentioned in previous videos when we did start to capitulate, it was basically a straight drop down to the bottom here. So we may see that again for BTC. But in the short term, until we start to lose about 19.9K, significantly come down to 18K, then we could definitely see that potential bounce to the upside. But we have started to break down from this rising wedge pattern. And with our Elliott wave theory here, if we lose this low, then we're looking at a large ABC correction, as it would invalidate this as a wave 1 and a wave 2 pullback, as a wave 2 can only come down maximum a 99% retracement of wave 1. And usually with a wave 2, it's going to come down to the 0.5, the 0.618, or the 0.786. And we've already broken below that. So if we start to lose that 19.8K level here, which is the bottom of our wave 1, it invalidates that structure and we're looking at a larger ABC correction to the downside before potentially potentially seeing a bounce. But if we begin to drop lower here, then you would target the 1.618 about 18.6K, and then you have the 2 extension about 17.9K. If we were to come all the way down to those levels, I think you may be looking at a reversal wave and continuation to the downside. So we'll have to see how it plays out here for BTC. If you want to trade with me, make sure to sign up to Bybit. They are now offering $4,500 in bonuses. You can check out my full link tutorial if you'd like to. I think that's it for this one. Let me quickly open up the Discord. We have over 2,000 members now. I just looked at the welcome page, and we're now over 2,000 members. Posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. Okay, here we go. Over 2,000 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And at the $10 membership, you can get my exact entries, exits, and take profits. Recently made some juicy trades with our spot trades. % move from our entry for Solana and a 70% move from our entry for Matic, as well as I give signals for my leverage trades and buy and take profit zones if you're looking to dollar cost average into your positions. And over 1,900 members posting chart patterns, all that goodness. If you want to trade with me, $4,500 in bonuses over on Bybit. You can check out the links in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.